All right, here we go. Question number 2 from our 0314 homework number 5 in MyLab Math. And the instructions say add, simplify by removing a factor of 1 when possible. And so again, if we're going to add rational expressions, we need a common denominator. Also, if any denominator will factor, you have to factor it first before finding a common denominator. Here we notice that x squared minus 25 is the difference of two squares. And so we need to go ahead and factor that. All right, so to factor the difference of two squares, the signs are always different. X and x to make x squared, and numbers that multiply to make 25, 5 and 5. So there that is factored. And so now we can go through and look at each denominator and see what they need so that they all look the same. So we can see that the first denominator has an x plus 5. What he doesn't have is the x minus 5 that the other two denominators have. And so guess what he wants? He wants an x minus 5. But if I give it to the bottom, I have to give it to the top, okay? Now look at the last denominator. He's got an x minus 5. Guess what he doesn't have? Yeah, he doesn't have the x plus 5 that the other two have. And so guess what he wants? Yeah, he wants an x plus 5. If I give it to the bottom, got to give it to the top. And now if you go through and look at every one of the denominators, you'll see that they all three have exactly the same stuff. And so now all of the fractions have a common denominator. And so the next step is we're going to write our common denominator, x plus 5, x minus 5. And we're going to have to simplify the numerators using the distributive property and combine like terms. So here the 5 is going to need to distribute. Here the 4 is going to need to distribute. All right, so let's do a little distributive property. 5 times x makes a 5x. 5 times negative 5, negative 25. And then the sign is plus. So we're going to put a plus. Notice the middle fraction, the numerator didn't get anything, so he's just going to come down, x plus 8. And then we have a plus, and then the 4 distributes. 4 times x, 4 times 5. Now we can CLT. And don't forget to use a little TLC when you CLT. Here we go. 5x plus x plus 4x all together makes 10x. Next, minus 25 plus 8 plus 20. And again, that doesn't matter really what order we do it in. So negative 25 plus 20, that's negative 5. Negative 5 plus 8 is positive 3. And so that's going to be plus 3 all over the common denominator, x plus 5, x minus 5. And that should be our final simplified answer. And let's put that into MyLab Math and see if we're right. Here we go. Fraction, we've got 10x plus 3 in the denominator, x plus 5, x minus 5. And that looks good. Why are my x's capital? Why are my x's capital? X. Oh, it's because my cap locks is on. Duh. X. And if you're wondering, would that really make a difference if my x's are capital? The answer is yeah. MyLab Math would probably freak out using a capital instead of a lowercase. All right, here we go. Bam! Man, I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put those in the comment section below, or you can text me And thanks for watching.